originally I was supposed to play that character, and then it was I was lamenting about having to play the character, and then it was like Arsenio was like, "Well, I'll play that character." I was thinking about the 6-hour makeup, so Arsenio was like, "He'll do it."
This is a pretty big junket when they send you a royal invite from the land of Zamunda to interview two of my all-time favorites, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, reprising their roles in one of the best comedies of all time, Coming to America. It's been over 30 years. I was nervous, I was excited, and I'm so glad they sent us rose petals, fake ones, because I used them to just welcome the two to the virtual junket. What an absolute honor and thrill. You know, these movies are so great when it comes to entrances. Oh, look at you. Hold on.
Arizona.
Arizona iced tea. And here are some rose petals for the virtual Zoom junket entrance that you guys sent me, along with a crown and a pillow. So thank you so much.
Of Amazon who know how to do it right.
They sure do. How often do you guys see each other when you're not working together? Because I wanted to start, Arsenio, when you're not together, what do you miss most about Eddie?
I see Arsenio, we see each other all the time, every week, you know, two times a week, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, we do coffee or lunch, and we do this a lot when we're not together, because there's always something funny. Always something funny.
I can't imagine who was the most fun to call up. I mean, obviously, I'll just assume it was Arsenio, but who was the most fun to call and let them know that you guys were doing this again?
Tracy Morgan.
Did he cry?
Yes. That's my OG. I love it. There's no me without Eddie. He is the biggest Eddie Murphy fan, and this was the movie he wanted to do all his life.
It's so cool. I actually talked to him earlier and he went on and on. I'm sure you've heard the stories about how you helped him deal with the loss of his father, how you helped him, Eddie, get through a life, gosh, almost that tragic
So I was in the hospital. Eddie called me when I was in the hospital. He called me. He called me in the bed. He said, "Hey, you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And I wasn't at the time, but just to hear his name, just to hear that he was, cared about me, that lifted me up. He's my OG. Actually, he's my father.
Okay, so if he was the most fun to call, who was the most nervous when they found out you were doing a second?
Who was the most nervous?
Eric LaSalle.
That's all.
He was never going to be it. His character, him and the sister. Remember the very last thing he's like, "Oh, well, we got to get you out of those clothes," and he's with the sister, and they went off and had their story continued in Queens.
Yep. Which brings me to the next thing. I don't want to give anything away because there are a few things that we've seen in the trailers, but there are so many gems that we have not seen. So I want to talk quickly about things that we will not see. Out of all the cool cameos, who didn't make it? Maybe it was a scheduling issue, or sadly, maybe they're no longer with us. But who was a cameo that if you could have put them in this one, you would have?
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would he have been? Would he have been in the barbershop or someplace else?
No, he would have been the Baba, the character that Arsenio. At first, originally I was supposed to play that character, and then it was I was lamenting about having to play the character, and then it was like Arsenio was like, "Well, I'll play that character." I was thinking about the 6-hour makeup, so Arsenio was like, "He'll do it." Then Arsenio was going to do it, and then there was a rumor. Then when Arsenio told Chappelle that we were making the movie, and Chappelle was like, "Oh, I'd be in that." He'd said I want to be. I thought he was joking. I guess I want to be in it. So it was like, "Hey, really? Hey, would you put?" And then it was like a scheduling, and he couldn't do it or whatever for whatever reason. But then I saw Arsenio did it.
Oh, and Arsenio is so good.
And you did a wonderful job, Arsenio.
Yep, you're amazing. Which also means you probably have to do a third one now if he wants to be in it. But Arsenio, I love, when you get on IMDb and you look through your credits and you get to the first Coming to America, it lists all the people, Reverend Brown, and then it lists extremely ugly woman from the bar. I don't know which
funny. It doesn't say woman. It doesn't say woman. It just says extremely ugly. If you look, it doesn't say all that. Underneath the picture, it just says extremely ugly. It really does. You have to go in to see the whole word.
Again,
by the way, my mother hates that critic because people would always say I look like her in that scene, and then they follow it with, "Oh, the extremely ugly one." It's like, so she hates that credit.
Well, tell her, hey, at least it's not the shaman this time around. It's not the shaman.
Yes. Yes.
Last quick thing, I have to ask you about something else that didn't make it. The barbershop lines, and again, I'm going to say the ones in the trailer, Famine and Blood Diamond, Ebola, Mufasa. What one didn't make it in? Is there a line that didn't get in out of all those great ones?
I one time I said peaches and herb, and that was really wrong.
Can I just thank you for this movie? It made me miss the 80s. It made me miss seeing you two together. It made me miss the simplicity of life in the 80s. It made me miss doing these in person. Thank you for everything.
Did it make you laugh? It had to make. Hope it made.
Oh my God! Did it make me laugh? Of course.
We're trying to do more. First and foremost, we're trying to make you laugh.
It made me laugh more than once, and honestly, some of my favorite parts are even the quieter moments too.
Yeah, so you saw the movie right then. Thank you.
I saw it right. Well, thank you. I'm going to go watch it again right now, and I'm going to sleep on my Coming to America pillow that they sent.
Well, pillows too.
We appreciate that. He's drinking an Arizona beverage, and these Kleenex were boxed in Paradise Valley. We love you.
All Zamunda in here in Arizona. Thanks, you guys. I hope to do this in person next time.
Yeah. All right now.
What a treat. Thank you.